Excitement is in the air as Chanuka is right around the corner, and that means that these last few days before Chanuka are so important. As the Bnei Yissaschar points out, that Chanuka is Lashon Chinuch. Education, according to the Piazetz and the Rebbe, is not just handing over information, but rather real Chinuch is preparation for life. So this Chanuka, this holiday of Chanuka, it means that we should be preparing for something that's going to happen later on. The very name of the holiday is about preparing. And the Bnei Yissaschar says a funny thing happens on this holiday, because way back when the miracle took place, the war was over. The miracle of the menorah happened. But they didn't establish the holiday right away. They waited until Shana Acheres, the next year. That's when they commemorated and celebrated the miracle that happened a year ago. Why didn't they do it right away? And the Bnei Yissaschar says for this very same point, because this holiday is not a pop-in, pop-out kind of thing. We can't just waltz right into Chanuka, but rather we need to prepare. In these last few days, we should prepare. What do we want to take away from Chanuka? What are our goals for Chanuka? And hopefully we'll have a very enlightened Chag. The Gemara in Shabbos writes, very famously, Budku, that after the war was over and they wanted to do the mitzvah of menorah, they checked to find shemen zayis, olive oil that was pure and that was fit to use on the menorah. But Budku v'lo matzu ela pach shemen echas bilvad. They checked and they didn't find only one pach shemen. But the way that the Gemara phrases it is strange. Why does the Gemara say they checked v'lo matzu and they didn't find ela except for one? Why couldn't it just say Budku v'matzu echad? They checked and they found one. Parshas Vayeishev, this week's parsha, always falls out right in the area of Chanuka. It's either the Shabbos before Chanuka, or when Chanuka has two Shabbatot in it, like it will next year. So then Vayeishev is the first day of Chanuka, the first Shabbos of Chanuka. There are many thoughts of the connections between Vayeishev and Chanuka, how deep the pit was, so that the Shvatim couldn't see that there were snakes and scorpions in it when they threw Yosef in. But maybe one other idea is that when Yosef is looking for his brothers, so he encounters the Malach Gavriel, and the Malach says to him, Vayish alehu ha'ish leimor matavakesh. And the man asks him, leimor matavakesh, what are you seeking? This word leimor seems extra. Usually when leimor is in the Torah, it means that the person who's speaking is saying to the person he's speaking to, leimor, give this over, to say this, give this over to other people. So here, what's the leimor? When Gavriel asks Yosef, what are you looking for? Who's Yosef supposed to tell that to? So the Kutzker Rebbe beautifully explains that this conversation is right at the cusp of a journey the Jewish people are about to take. Yosef, you are about to go down to Mitzrayim, and you're going to be sold, and you'll be in jail, and then you'll be the king. It'll be a roller coaster. And all through this ride, leimor, say to yourself, matvakesh, all along the road, if I want to survive, even when things are dark, if I want to find the light, always ask myself, matvakesh, not why is this happening to me? As my wife likes to say, don't say lama, lam and mem, hey, why is this happening? Lama, for what? Matvakesh, what do I want to take out of this? What am I yearning to achieve? Where do I want to grow? Vayeshaleyu ish leimor matvakesh. And the man said, say to yourself, from now on, matvakesh, matvakesh, what do you want? And perhaps when we combine this with Chanuka, we come up with an important idea. Badku velo matzu. They checked for the oil, but velo matzu. But they didn't. There was no oil. That was the reality. There was nothing pure. However, because they wanted it so badly, because they willed it so badly, so then Ella pach shemen achas bilvad. The will created this pach shemen. Badku velo matzu. They checked there was no pach shemen, but because they wanted it so badly, their ratzon created this idea of pach shemen. The idea of matvakesh, it's not just let's have goals so that we can be organized and have a direction, But HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the bracha that if we will something to the core of our being, because we are chelek Hashem Amo, because we have parts of us that are godly, so we have the ability to create reality. Chanuka teaches us by the nace of the Pach Shemen that the will allows us to determine reality. Gabriel's telling Yosef, as you're going through tough times or good times, so will something, and the ending, we might have the power to create what the ending is going to be. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should help us to realize, as we're standing by the light of the menorah, to realize how much power, how much ability we have in our hands to shape the reality of what our lives and what the world will be. And hopefully through this we can bring light to the entire world. Have a great Shabbos and a wonderful Chanuka.